Hey YouTube, Brian here. I wanted to give you an update on my new MFT3 setup. Previous video, I only had one, and I kind of alluded to the fact that I probably would be getting another one, and as luck would have it, the wife bought me one for Christmas, so I'm going to walk you through what I did to connect two of them together, or not technically connect them, but I put two of them side by side and built a little cabinet base for them because I'm not really happy with the legs on these MFT tables. So I'm going to turn the camera around and walk you through how I did it. Okay, folks, so here's my setup now. Like I said, I used to have just this first MFT table with the protractor on it, and then for Christmas I got this second MFT table. Kind of went back and forth if I was going to return it or not, but I'm really glad I didn't because it's proven to be quite functional. Just in one of the projects I've been working on now on vacation, redoing some pantry shelving, and it's great because most people that have two MFTs have this protractor and rail on this one, which leaves the full right side as your outfeed. However, with my setup, I can't do that. This is just a one-car garage, but so what I had to do, I built two MFT base cabinets, whatever you want to call them, simply because, again, I do not like the legs on these MFT tables. They're not sturdy enough, and they drive me bonkers. So I built a pretty sturdy little cabinet for it. Over here, I've got my CT26 cubby on the side. Got the SysVac on the rail. And guys, if you have a SysVac, you can get the plan for this mounting bracket on Festool's website, but it's on the Conturo instruction manual. They don't have it on the SysVac. Or not, I'm sorry, not SysVac, VacSys. It's kind of funny they don't have it on that manual, but they do have it for the Conturo, and it's got the dimensions of the plywood that you need to cut. It's got the dimensions of exactly where you need to put these holes. It's great. So I have this mounted to the right side of the rail. I've got some sustainer storage. Didn't work out perfectly over here on the left. I just kind of had to do some impromptu little cabinets. It will fit sideways the small mini sustainers, but I can get, 6 or 7 regular size sustainers over here on the side. And I built these exactly 46 inches long, so there's not a whole lot of space on the sides, but I didn't want to take up any more room than I had to with these tables. And I did the exact same thing on this table over here. Built the same dimensions, mount at the top, and then I ended up building this little, I guess, shelf unit for the back of it because there's some unused space back here. You can kind of see if I pan back a little bit. So what I did was just build just a simple shelf, and there in that bottom shelf that these sustainers are sitting on are the exact same height of the MFT top, so everything slides, smoothly off. Nothing crazy, but it works well. And I don't cut really anything wider, or I haven't had to yet. I think this gives me about, let's see. So if I had to move my rail up, that gives me 23.5 rip capacity. And if I had to, I could take those sustainers out and push, the fence back up even further. But overall, I'm happy with it. Again, I wasn't sure if I was going to keep the second one or not, but I'm glad I did because it does give me a little bit of extra working space, and I like it. And just in case you're wondering, this came from Etsy. This is just a little 3D printed pencil rack holder thing. If you guys are interested, I'll give you the link. Just shoot me a comment and I'll send it to you. I also bought these things off Etsy, and I love them. These little 3D printed tool clips, and I have those mounted just to piece of MDF with some star knobs, some T-nuts. But I keep my Amazon knife opening knife right there, Amazon box opening knife right there, and then my tape. Pretty handy to have right there. But overall, I'm pretty happy with the way that these two turned out. Gives me a lot more space to clamp, a lot more sanding area. But the only thing I have to do now is kind of have to determine how I'm going to cut a piece of wood if it's 8 feet long. You know, do I compensate for the kerf and put the waist side to the left, or do I throw the waist side over here on top of my table saw outfeed table? But in a one-car garage, you're always having to kind of try to figure out how to maximize your space, I guess. So that's it for the MFT tables. I think next video I'm gonna go over these new Sys 3 rails instead of these $50 a piece drawer slides that the old or the Gen 2 sustainers fit in. They now make these much cheaper rail set for these new style sustainers. But I'll go over that in another video. But other than that, guys, that's it for today. Hope you enjoyed, and if you have any questions, just shoot me a comment. I'll be happy to answer.